afternoon, friends and family. Welcome back to our Watson Farmstead. I went out and I picked some veggies out of the garden. Fortunately, I didn't take the camera with me, but I'll bring you along for the taking care of it once it comes in. I picked some celery right here, some green beans, which is what I'm working on. I picked some basil, some lemon balm, and some chives. I did not get any squash or tomatoes today. Oh, and then I picked a jalapeno. So our latest, I normally would be canning green beans, but we now put them in a skillet with some butter and salt, pepper, and eat them that way, so I don't get any left for canning. Which is fine. I have jars on the shelf. The squash bugs have just moved in full force. So next year on my garden plan, I will definitely be putting the zucchini in the ground sooner than last frost, because we only get them for so long and the bugs move in and take them. So, and I have been very aggressive on the taking care of the garden this year so that the bugs didn't come in, but they still did. Of course, when you're talking organic, there's really no organic sprays or anything that you can use that really work. The bugs look at it and go, phew, right. We got a nice picking of banana peppers yesterday. All right, and the basil, the lemon balm, the chives, they will all be going in the freezer, because I've tried to keep them fresh and they molded. So it's like, I don't know. Until I research it and figure it out, they'll be freeze dried. All right. So here's our bag of green beans. Here's my banana peppers. My jalapenos. And these 3 stalks of celery, I'm going to cut up for like I would for like soup or hot dish or something, and then I'm going to freeze them. I didn't get the strawberries either while I was up there. Oh, we're going to have green beans every night this week. I saw one that didn't look so hot. Look at that. I have to get my big knife. This is an awful big bag. I don't need that one. Wanted a quart size, but I don't see them. Now, if this was for anything other than soup or stews or anything like that, I would not be freezing it, because I have not found a way to freeze my vegetables without them being soggy when I want to use them. Oh, I did pick another 8-ball zucchini. All right. Here we go. I need to get the trays. Actually, this all needs to be washed. So basil's going in first. Oops, not the chives. And unfortunately, I put the chives on top of the lemon balm, and I put the lemon balm on top of the basil. See, and this is how I make my basil salt. I pick my basil, I freeze dry it, and then I crush it up and I put it in a container with Redmond's real salt. All right, that's that. That's basil. Ooh, that smells so yummy. I'll put these bags back. In the freezer. I got 3 good size heads of broccoli this year. This one is my smallest, which is still a nice size for us being beginners. All right. I will be back when it's time to flip these or dry them or whatever I'm going to do. Maybe not dry them all the way before sticking them in the freezer. Okay, so I started to take the leaves off, the stems, and then I remembered that the stems are just as fragrant as the leaves, and for making tea or, well, maybe not so much tea, but for making cleaning products and soaps with the mint, I definitely want the stems. There's the lemon balm. The chives are already on a tray. That's basil. That's a chive. chives back over here. I don't want to overload this, but I also want to get as much on there as possible. So, this is what we have. We have our 2 trays of lemon balm, and then our 3 trays of basil, and underneath that basil, on that tray, is the chives. And that's the only way I can get it, is to really overfill them. And hopefully they'll be alright. I love that smell. Okay, all of that fit in the freeze dryer, so for the next 18 hours or 15 hours, whatever it takes, it will be going in the freeze dryer and freeze drying. And then, of course, it just gets ground and put in jars. So, that will do it for me tonight. I hope that you might have got something out of that. I'll try to get better at being a little bit more educational each time. And I'm sorry I didn't take you out when I went out to the garden and harvested, which we probably need to do another garden tour also. But until then, thanks for watching.